example of ICT policies which are applicable to teaching and learning. And second, discuss some issues that relate to the ICT policy. But before we go the examples of ICT policies, let us define first the definition of ICT policy or first the policy. So who wants to read po? Anika.
The Oxford English Dictionary has defined policy as a course of action adopted and pursued by a government, a party, others, statesmen, extending any course of action adopted as expedient or advantageous. Its operational definition of policy is applied on nature with guide decisions, exchange outcomes.
And thank you, Mika. So, basically, ang policy is, it is a plan of action. Ito yung makakatulong sa atin para makagawa tayo ng mga tama para doon sa gusto natin outcome or makagawa tayo ng right decision. So, for example, dito yung sa bahay nga natin, yung mga bata. Diba meron silang mga rules na bawal sila mag-games kapag hindi pa nila natatapos yung mga gawain nila. And yung rule na yun is yun yung nakatulong para ma-achieve nila yung gusto nilang outcomes. Yun nga yung magkaroon sila ng good grades. So, ganoon din siya sa policy. Next naman, i-define na natin kung ano yung definition ng ICT policy. So, when we say ICT policies, are needed to put a roadmap. Pag sinabi natin roadmap, meron tayong gustong achieve na goals or objectives. And or the course of actions to be pursued and adopted by various government organizations and entities involving ICT. So sa ICT policies, dito na i-involve yung mga government, organization, when it comes sa ICT. Para dito, mag-guide tayo kung paano yung tamang paggamit ng mga technology. Next, dahil meron tayong ICT policies, meron siya mga na-include na principles and guidelines. And nakakover ito sa tatlong areas. Meron tayong telecommunication. Dito yung telecommunication is natutulad siya sa mga landline or telephone. Kung sinabi natin broadcasting, ito yung radio or television na nagagamitan ng mga satellite, diba? And as well as the internet na ito yung ginagamit din natin or pinaka-market sa araw-araw. Ngayon naman, i-discuss natin yung tatlong the new ICT technologies. Dahil meron mga bagong elemento ngayon, meron tayong tatlong group or categories na technologies. Saan itong tatlong ito? So first, we have information technology, telecommunication technologies, and network technologies. Parang connected lang din siya doon sa, diba, sa tatlong categories. So, unahin natin yung information technology. Pag sinabi natin information technology, it includes the use of computer which has become indispensable in modern society to process data and save time and effort. So, what are needed will be computer hardware, peripherals, software, and for the user computer literacy. So, dito sa information literacy, from the words of information, ito yung nakakatulong sa mga teachers, sa mga nagtuturo na mag-gather ng mga information or data na mas organized gamit yung mga computer. And as well as, dahil sa information technology na yun, mas napapadali, mas less time consuming, as well as din sa effort na gagamitin nila. And sa information technology, ang mga magagamit lang natin dito is yung computer hardware, kagaya ng keyboard, ganyan, or yung mga monitor naman. And sa software naman, ito yung mga apps na kailangan natin. Let's say for example, yung Microsoft Word or Excel. And yung hindi naman natin kaya magamit itong information technology or yung software tsaka hardware kung wala tayong computer literacy. Yung tamang paggamit natin ng mga, or kung paano natin magagamit yung mga technology nito. So, yan yung example lang. Let's say for example sa information technology, yung mga teacher gumagamit sila ng Microsoft Word or Excel para mag-compute ng grades. So, dito, mas napapadali sila. Hindi na nila sinusulat isa-isa dun sa papel. Yun yung purpose ng information technology. Next, we have telecommunication technologies. Who wants to read po? Kim.
Telecommunication technologies include telephones with fax and broadcasting of radio and television often seen through satellite telephone system. Radio and TV broadcasting are needed in this category.
Ayan, pag sinabi naman natin telecommunication, basically ito yung ginagamitan ng mga satellite. Kagaya ng mga meron tayo ngayon, mga cellphones. Ay, tama ba? Ay, mali. Ito yung mga telephones pala, radio, tsaka television. So, dito, ang example ko naman dito, yung mga bata or mga students natin, pinapanood natin sila ng mga educational shows. Katulad ng, katulad ng knowledge channel o yung hinahayaan natin yung mga student natin na mag-gather ng information sa pakikinig ng radyo or sa balita dun sa radyo. Yun yung example ng telecommunication technology. Now naman, mag-proceed tayo sa last na technology, which is networking technologies. Who wants to read? Vivian.
Networking technologies that is known of networking technologies and internet, but has extended to mobile phone technology, voice over internet protocol or VoIP, satellite communications, and other forms of communication as well as internet. In addition to internet, this category also includes mobile telephone, cable, DSL, satellite, and other broadband connectivity.
Ayan. So, network technologies, ito na yung sa atin ngayon. Sa mga cellphone natin, yun din yung sa voice over internet protocol, yung pag-call natin sa mga kakilala natin. Dito, mas napapadali yung pakikipag-communicate natin. Example dito, yung mga teacher, di ba, kapag may bagyo, or yung ganun sa pandemic dati, nagpapa-online class sila sa Zoom. Ganun. Yun yung isang example ng networking technologies. And, ayun, gumagamit din sila ng Google Meet noon dito, sa network technology. So, simple, ito ay information technology sa katulong sa mga teacher para mas mapadali yung pag-gather ng mga information. Yung sa mga telecommunication technologies, ito yung sa mga radio, yung ginagamitan ng satellite din. Ito naman sa networking, ito yung sa internet. Yun. Ito yung paggamit natin ng internet para makipag-communicate and so on. Now naman, ito na yung sinasabi natin roadmap. Isang roadmap natin is Department of Information and Communication Technology. Who wants to read po? Ate Rosie.
The DICT roadmap. In our country, the Department of Information and Communication Technology, or DICT, has formulated a roadmap to guide all agencies in the utilization, regulation, and enhancement of ICT. Each project has corresponding policies, statements, and guidelines.
Ayan. So, dito sa DICT roadmap, gaya ng example sa roadmap, pero silang sinorm na para magiging guide natin. Ayan. Dito sa DICT, pakitandaan na meron siyang sako. Itong ICT for educational, ICT for me. Ayan. Pag sinabi natin ICT for me, it is a program under DICT that supports all the efforts of education sector in incorporating the use of ICT as well as determining the gaining access and incorporation hardware, software, telecommunication facilities which are necessary to use and deploy learning technologies at all levels of education. So that is focus ng natin is education. Itong dalawang program na ito is nakakatulong siya para sa mga teachers na mag-guide sa tamang paggamit na ng technologies. And dito din, nagpo-provide na rin sila yan ng mga hardware, software, telecommunication facilities yan na makakatulong sa mga teacher para mas maging effective yung pagtuturo nila sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng technology. So, meron public elementaries and high schools. Yun yung isang example naman. And now, meron tayo mga policy recommended programs that have application to educational learning are. Meron tayong seven programs. First, we have ICT in Education Master Plan. Who wants to read po? Karen.
ICT in Education Master Plan for all levels, including a national roadmap for faculty development in ICT in education. A national framework plan for ICT in basic education was developed.
Basically, itong program na ito, kung gawin sa master plan, pangmalawakang plano na siya. Ito yung nakakatulong sa mga teacher kung paano nila magamit ang tamang technology. For example, yung kung paano ba gumawa ng PPT. Ganon. Ito yung nakakatulong na program. Next, number 2. Ito.
Content and application development through the open content in education team, which converts the materials into interactive multimedia content, develop applications used in schools, and conduct students and teachers competitions to promote the development of education-related web.
Open Content and Education Initiative. Ito naman yung binabago nila yung lubang template. Mas ginagawa nilang interactive multimedia yung pagtuturo. Dito, pwede gumawa yung teacher ng mga, sabihin natin, digital educational game. Ayan, pagtuturo sila. Alam niyo ba yung, yung reels na, or nakikita natin sa Facebook, meron yung malaking TV, tapos makahati. Meron silang sasagutan na math problem class, tapos paunahan sila magsagot. Meron yung ilan dito. Alam niyo yun, nakita niyo na yun. Yun yung isang example nito. Open Content Education Initiative. Next, we have, who wants to read? Who wants to read? No, Christian.
Is a well-guarded that hosts educational learning and teaching materials and application for use by Filipino students, their parents and teachers. All public high school will be part of this network with only with approved multimedia applications, materials and mirrored internet sites accessible from school pieces.
Sinabi ng internet, ito naman yung sasabi natin, goal burden. Ito yung network para sa mga students or yung magulang or guro ang mga computer sa public high school. Ito yung iba meron yung mga computer na basta meron yung sa school, sa public school, meron silang mga computer. Meron din yung mga apps or website na aprobado ng DepEd. And doon sa mga computer na yon, hindi pwedeng mag-download yung mga bata ng mga apps or games na hindi na related sa academic. So, so for example, yun nga, sinabi ko na hindi pwedeng buksan ng isang student yung computer tapos magdadalo siya doon ng online games. Isa yung example. Next, number 4. Michelle, establish the mainstream community center. It is well over our so providing them with ICT Ayan, dito naman sa eskwela for out of school part. Ito yung mas focus siya doon sa mga schools na hindi masyadong sa liblib na, yung out of the Manila na. Sila naman yung binibigyan sila ng opportunity para mapag-aralan kung paano gamitin yung mga technology. Kasi meron nga yung mga school na late na sila, na hindi na yung pangangailangan nila or wala sila alam sa technology kasi nga wala yun sa school nila. So, itong program na ito yung tutulong sa kanila. Ay, mali. Sorry. So, ito pala. Sorry, mali ako. So, ito yung eskwela
E-Quality Program for tertiary education through partnerships with state universities and colleges to improve quality of IT education and the use of ICT in education in the country, particularly outside of the metro.
Sa number 5 naman, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung mga schools na sa state university sa ng Manila na walang silang ng ID. So, next we have the number 6. Media arts program, which the digital numbers for the particular institution, the Philippine Information Agency, and the other government media organizations, the Cultural Center of the Philippines, National Tourism for Culture and Arts, and the other government art agencies, state universities, and colleges, and local government. Kung sinabi naman natin digital media arts program from the world of media arts, dito naman nakafocus sila kung paano gamitin yung mga digital media skills. Ito is a focus nila for government employee. Dito, example dito tinutawaan ng mga employee kung paano gumawa ng mga tawag natin sa ng mga posters na videos na i-upload nila para sa public. Yun yung isang example dito. And next, we have ICT strategy plan. So, ICT strategy plan, which develops an integrated approach to identify strategy and policy and program recommendation to address ICT skills of lifetime. So, dito, ang layo lang nito, program na ito, is makita nila kung ano yung mga trabaho, yung mga kakayahan sa ICT na kinakailangan ng bansa natin para matugunan yun ng mga teachers or ng mga magtuturo. So, for example dito, lahat ng 7 programs na yun ay were guided by the roadmap that embeds policy statements that relate to education, specifically in the enhancement of human development for teaching and learning. Hindi lang siya nakafocus kung paano natin magagamit. Pwede din natin makatulong ito kung paano natin mas may improve or ma-enhance yung human development sa pagtuturo natin sa pag-aaral.